What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to LifeMattyerial this week. Today I want to share with you a recipe for no-bake chocolate peanut butter cookies. These taste awesome, and I actually got this recipe handed down to me from my mom. Anyone who knows my mom, Jean, knows that she loves to bake. She's an awesome baker, and today I will be doing a little lighter version of this recipe. So instead of using butter, I'm gonna be using a lighter butter substitute. Instead of using sugar, I'll be using monk fruit sweetener, which pretty much is a 1-to-1 ratio for substituting. It has no sugar, no carbs, and it has 0 glycemic index, but it tastes just like sugar. And I'm also using a powdered peanut butter instead of a creamy peanut butter in a jar. So one benefit that I like about the powdered peanut butter is it has about half the calories and about 1/4 of the fat. Just because we all know that even a tablespoon or 2 of peanut butter, it can pack a lot of sugar and calories. So this is a variation of that, and you'll still get that great peanut butter and chocolate taste without all that fat and calories. So let's get started and I'll show you how to do this. So first, let's go over the ingredients. We're going to start with 1/2 cup of a butter substitute. This is a light, I can't believe it's not butter, it's 1/2 cup. I also have 1/2 cup of milk. I'm using almond milk, but you certainly could use 1 or 2% milk if that's what you have on hand. I have 1 cup of monk fruit sweetener, and the brand that I like to use is by Lakanto, and it's a monk fruit sweetener and it has erythritol in it. And like I said before, it's a great sugar replacement with 0 carbs. There's absolutely no sugar and no glycemic index. So it's just a 1-to-1 replacement. It is keto approved if you're following the keto diet, but this is a great way to still have that sweetness. I'm also using 4 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. And then this is the peanut butter. So I like to use this organic, it's PB Fit. I have also used the PB2 peanut butter as well. Now to make this, I used 16 tablespoons, or you could say 1 cup of this peanut butter powder, and I mixed that with 6 tablespoons of warm water. It's gonna be a little hard to mix at first. I used a whisk and then I kind of just dug it out of the whisk and just kept mixing. And then towards the end when it was mixed, I did about 5 sprays of cooking spray right on top. Just 5 little sprays, and it really helps kind of smooth it out a little bit. And our next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Otherwise, you can do a pinch of salt. And our last ingredient is 3 cups of quick cooking oats. So now that I showed you what ingredients I'm using, let's head over to the stove and I'll show you the first step. Okay, so let's get started. I have the heat set to medium. I'm going to put in the 1/2 cup of that butter alternative, 1/2 cup of milk, 1 cup of the monk fruit sweetener, and then the 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So we are just gonna mix this around. What we wanna do is make sure the monk fruit is fully dissolved, and we also just wanna bring it to a boil for about a minute. Once it gets to a boil, we're gonna remove it from the heat and then add some more ingredients. Ah, this smells great. Let's keep stirring. Now this has come to a boil, so we will let it boil for 1 minute. Okay, so it's been about a minute. I turned the pan off and removed it from the heat. Now we'll add the other ingredients. So I'm going to add my peanut butter. Gently. And our vanilla extract, the 1 teaspoon of that, and then our 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now we're just gonna mix until this is smooth. And if you have trouble incorporating the peanut butter, you can return it to the heat and just make sure you keep it on low. And then just stir until it's smooth and creamy. Okay, the next step will be to pour the chocolate and the peanut butter liquid into the mixer. Now I'm gonna raise this up, and then I'll just set this on like medium, just to start to get that a little bit more blended. Sometimes with the powdered peanut butter, it can be hard to get the chunks out, but if you do this, this will ensure that you get a nice, creamy, smooth chocolate mixture. Yep, that looks great. Now what we're going to do is add 3 cups of those instant oats. And we'll just mix this together. And if you need to, you can always go through and scrape the sides down a little bit, just to make sure it all gets blended. Great, this is all mixed. Way quicker to do it in a mixer. You certainly could mix it by hand if you wanted to, or if you don't have a mixer. So our last step will be to take about a tablespoon's worth of the mixture and just drop it down on parchment paper. Now this is how my mom always did it with the 2 spoons, but if you have one of those, like a cookie scoop that kind of looks like an ice cream scoop, you can use one of those too. So I'm just plopping them down. And the nice thing, since these are no bake, you don't really have to worry about them expanding. Now that these are portioned out on the parchment paper, you just need to let them sit at room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes just to let them set. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes, so let's have a taste. These are the bomb. If you're like me and you love the combination of peanut butter and chocolate, but you don't want, you know that you could, but you don't want to eat a whole carton of Reese's peanut butter cups, this definitely satisfies that craving. Plus, it is lower in sugar, lower in fat, lower in calories, has the oats in there so to fill you up, and it tastes awesome. I think that you guys totally will love this. It's great just to make a big batch, keep some in your kitchen or grab some on the go. It's a quick snack. And I think it's pretty guilt-free too. Thank you so much for tuning in today on my variation, my lighter variation on my mom's no-bake chocolate peanut butter cookies. I know you guys are gonna love this. Definitely leave any comments below if you have any questions or if you have any ideas on other things you'd like to see me bake. Oh, are we filming still? And as always, remember today is a great day to make it an awesome day, especially with some chocolate and peanut butter. See you next time.